Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. It's not supposed to be any rain in the forecast this morning. I'm out on a trail, 5-mile hike this morning, but there's a little bit of rain on the trail. But that's okay, because some of this is has these boards on it. But the topic of this video will be how the world disrespects and dishonors the Creator. Well, to begin with, how did Adam disrespect and dishonor his Creator? Well, one word: disobedience. God gave Adam one command, just one: not to eat the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and bad. And it was one act of disobedience that caused Adam to show disrespect and dishonor to his Creator, his Father. And not only that, all of the angelic hosts witnessed that dishonoring and that disrespecting. Also, the serpent who was there in the garden witnessed it also. So likewise, how does the world today disrespect and dishonor our Creator? One word: disobedience. By being disobedient to his command, his commands. I'm not talking about the 10 commandments, not that. That's old. It's the new command that was given through his Son. And also a command that he gave that I'm going to share with you. But the world today dishonors and disrespects the Father by being disobedient to him and not doing what he says. One command God gave is found in Luke chapter 9, verse 35. You guys have heard me quote this many times, where God himself says, "This is my Son, listen to him." That is a command. Listen. That's an action verb. Listen. Listen to his Son. He didn't send his Son into the world of mankind for nothing, just to stand there and look pretty, right? No. He sent him into the world not only to save the world, not to condemn it, but also to give his word, his commands through his Son. And so we are to listen to his Son, yet a vast majority of the world, and especially within Christianity, who claims to represent Christ, actually disrespects, dishonors, and disobedient to God's command to listen to his Son. How so? Well, firstly, if one looks at the past actions of Christianity with its involvement in world affairs and the wars and all the heinous events that it has perpetrated upon the human family, the Spanish Inquisition, the Crusades, the Transatlantic slave trade, Christianity has had its hands in everything. Rather than being separate from the world, Christianity is a part of it. It's interwoven into the fabric of the world. Christianity has been the source of much inhumanity towards the human family. Yet Christianity claims that it's the one that's being persecuted. No, Christianity has been meting out persecution. Much of Christianity is in bed with the political elements of the world. I already mentioned the military being in that as well. But more so, not listening to the one that God told us to listen to. That is, commanded us to listen to, his Son. When Christianity, Christians, teachers, preachers, pastors, when they teach things that Jesus did not teach, that's not listening to Jesus. If Jesus never taught those things, for example, the Trinity, the rapture, once saved, always saved, going to heaven, eternal torment in the hellfire. If Jesus never taught those things, then who are Christians listening to? That's like me as a child sitting before my father and he's teaching me something, right? And I'm listening to him. But I begin to speak things that my father never told me. So therefore, I wasn't listening to my father. I wasn't paying attention. I was bringing dishonor, showing disrespect to my father's words, and listening to the words of others. We show disobedience to God when we don't listen to the one that he sent into the world. And when we listen to teachings that never came out of his son's mouth, but rather listening and teaching things that come from other sources, doctrines and teachings of men. It's really beautiful out here. And then this forested canopy, even though it is raining lightly, the leaves keep the rain off. So it's vital that we listen to the one God commanded us to listen to. And I find that in this world, it takes courage, it takes resolve, because the pressure is thick to comply to the lie, to comply to the false teachings. It takes courage to be different, to step off of that. But most people go along with the flow of things because everyone else believes it. I know people to this day who celebrate Christmas and don't even know why. They are unable to articulate why they celebrate Christmas. They will say things like, well, that's just something we did when I was a child being brought up. Well, everyone else does it. Or another line is, well, that's Jesus' birthday. See that blindness? Just doing things because the majority does it and others believe it as well. The pressure is very heavy. And I'm gonna tell you, we have not seen anything yet. Talked about complying. In those future days when the kingdom of the beast is established on the earth, there will be great compulsion placed upon all of the inhabitants of the earth to receive the mark of the beast. Tremendous pressure. Because if you don't receive it, accept it, you won't be able to buy or sell. You will be considered a dissenter, a heretic, an enemy of the state. Not knowing who to trust, people spying on you, even those who you thought were your brothers and sisters, betraying you, turning you into the beastly authorities. So I tell you, everything that Jesus did, he did it not for his glory, but to bring honor to his Father. When we speak and teach others things that Jesus did not teach, we show disrespect to the Father. We dishonor him. When one makes his son God, how dishonoring is that? Somebody tell me, please. How dishonoring and disrespectful is that? To make his son God. It is rare, I mean really rare, to hear Christians speak of the Father, to speak of the Creator. I'll venture to say that 95% of all the videos that I see on YouTube, they're talking about Jesus, and the image of Jesus is a white man, a very handsome white man, oftentimes with blue eyes. And even that's false, even that's a lie. It's not that Jesus is being portrayed as a white man, which he wasn't that, but as a man, period. Jesus ascended. He's no longer flesh and blood. But there is an insistence in this world to promote a lie like that, this false Christ. What is that? What power has such a grip over the world that people accept those kinds of things so blindly, and they don't question and ask why? Yeah, that rain is about to come down. I'm gonna turn around and go back. I don't want to get wet. I certainly don't want to get sick. But that's all I want to say in this video. I'm gonna do more of these types of videos where it's more conversational while I'm out hiking or even flying my drone. But let us bring honor and respect to the one who is our creator, and even the creator, the one that the world knows as Jesus, his son. Let's bring honor to him by being obedient to him, by obeying his command to listen to his son. And when we listen to his son, we are assured that we will be hearing the truth, because Jesus is the truth. He's the way, he's the life. No one comes to the Father but by him. This is R. Jerome Harris, the disciple. Thank you for listening.